This is Congressman Bob Good with your weekly Good News from Washington. I just wanted to update you once again on the things that we've been busy with legislatively here in D.C. This week I did introduce 3 bills that were focused on unions, pushing back against the harm that unions are doing across our country, and really trying to support the freedom of workers to prosper and the right to work without being forced to be part of a union. We also were pleased to announce this week that I was named as the chairman of the House Subcommittee on Health, Employment, Labor, and Pensions as part of the Education Workforce Committee. So I'm thankful to have a greater voice in fighting back against government regulations that are hurting our economy and our employees across the country. On the House floor, we voted to end the national COVID emergency and the public health emergency declaration related to that, as the president had wanted to extend that indefinitely. So the House took action to try to end those for all Americans. And we also passed the Show Up Act, which requires federal workers to come to work every day just like you have to, because we've got as many as 70% of federal workers that aren't coming to work every day in the name of the COVID pandemic still 3 years later. Lastly, one of the main focuses that we have, of course, is the spending and the budget and the national debt situation here in Washington as we approach the debt ceiling. I want you to know that my budget committee that I serve on is going to be integral to that process. I'm also part of 5 other groups that are working to come up with the best plan to cut our spending and put us on a path to fiscal responsibility. And we're committed not to raising the debt ceiling and continuing what we always have done without cutting our spending. We just simply can't ignore the $32 trillion in national debt, and we're committed to bringing us to fiscal solvency. So thank you once again for the privilege of serving you in Washington and being your representative for the 5th District.